Yes, welcome to the jungle. It's a jungle out there, guys. It's getting crazier and crazier. So, again, welcome to Just Common Sense. My name's Brian Harrison. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. We've got a couple things we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to dive right into it. Let's go with this, and let's see how things go. First of all, I want to go ahead, and we're going to talk about the truck drivers again. All right, so just want to talk to you, give you some ideas, things that I've heard. I've heard now that not just the Canadian truck drivers, we're going to have U.S. truck drivers starting around March 1st. Now, again, I'm hearing this from truck drivers. We'll see what happens. We're going to, again, see what happens here. Joe Biden has already pretty much have told them that we will shut you down if you try to start that with law enforcement and many other things. So, again, as long as the truck drivers are doing this peacefully, that's fine. I will go back to Canada, again, blocking bridges, trying to keep people from getting to work and stuff like that. I'm not for that. But I do understand, and I am for the truck drivers for sure, and we know that. And with what's going on up there, this prime minister up there is more of a joke. He is a joke up there. It just embarrasses the whole world, of course, just like Biden does. But that being said, I support the truck drivers. I support what they're doing. I support the cause. It's freedom of choice. And that's why everybody's getting more and more upset over this. People are going into cities where they have mask mandates. They're not wearing masks anymore because they're tired of it. They really are tired of this. And you're hearing it. You're seeing it. Well, I said this a long time ago. I go back many months ago when I said, you keep poking at a lion. Poke, poke, poke. And now the lions are coming out. So guess what? It's not about the government. It's about the people of this country right here. And, of course, the people of Canada as well. And all over the world what's going on. So, again, this is what we are based on here in the United States. We are based on freedom. Freedom of choice. Freedom of speech. I always said freedom of speech with respect, though. I am not for seeing flags running around here with bad language on them, shirts with bad language. Many people out there saying bad language on, obviously, podcast channels and many other channels. I don't like that. I've slipped a few times myself, of course. I'm not too bad with it, but still, we're all frustrated, guys. And we're all Americans here. And that's what this is about. This is about the country coming back together. We need to get the country coming back together. Forget the government. They're useless. We know that. We see that. So, but if this does start out, there's rumor that it may start tomorrow a little bit over around the Super Bowl. I don't know. I've had my feelings about that. I say March 1st. If this happens, fine. It's going to start, from my understanding, in California. It's going to go possibly all the way to D.C. I don't know. These are the rumors I'm hearing. You know how I am about conspiracy theories, but I'm hearing this from truck drivers. So again, expect if this happens, you may see shortages in grocery stores. You may see many other shortages as well. We're already seeing plenty of them as it is. We are. And it's scary. But again, don't go out, buy everything up, and do all that. I'm not telling you to do that. Definitely don't do that. Just make sure that you have some essentials around that you need. Not 50 cases of toilet paper in your house. We saw that with COVID. But again, I support our truck drivers. I support our law enforcement, everything they do as well. Okay, let me tell you about the Canadian law enforcement right now. I said it the other night. They have the choice of either supporting the truck drivers or supporting their prime minister there what's going on. And I've spoken to Canadians, a couple of them, and they are not happy with their prime minister. Now, there are reports of violence and stuff on the streets. Now, again, there are bad people in every crowd. We've spoken about this before. And I understand that if they are got a lot of trucks around neighborhoods and stuff like that, people, the residents, could probably get quite upset. And I get it. I understand that. But again, tell your prime minister to step down and do what he should be doing and saying, okay, it's a choice if you want to get this vaccine. It's a choice if you want to wear a mask. Look, I am here in the North Carolina and around the Raleigh area. Let me tell you something. Most of the cities here in Raleigh now, or around Raleigh, I should say, are not mandating masks. Raleigh, the mayor of Raleigh, is mandating masks still. She's talking about lifting it, but she's still mandating it because she's a Democrat. She loves the control. Again, she'll say it's because COVID's out there still spiking. It's not. It really isn't. COVID's on a downtrend right now. I've spoken about this in many of my segments, how this thing was going to go. Go back and check out my segments, how it was from the beginning to Delta to Omicron, and see what I said. So, again, guys, I'm seeing it in Raleigh as well, where people are just going in restaurants, stores. They're not even wearing masks. There's signs on the stores because they're tired of it. They are tired of it. The mayor of Raleigh probably not going to get a second term. I'm telling you, she's probably not going to be in there again after this. I'm sure she'll get voted out, and that's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm not a fan of hers anyway, but I do want to talk about this a little bit more with the truck drivers. Just make sure you're letting people get to work, do their job, things like that. Don't block all the streets and bridges so they can get to work. But if you go to D.C., hey, I don't know. I don't know what you guys are planning to do if that were the case. We'll see what happens. But again, just obviously respect, which most of the truck drivers out there are having. All of them, as far as I know, are very respectful. I'm not seeing any problems with them. You get some bad seeds of other people in the crowd. There's been rumor Antifa's in there, BLM. There's a variety of things. But again, I don't have proof to that. I'm not there. But guys, we'll see out there. I know I've heard they're going to run down Interstate, possibly 40. They might run over through our area here, which is cool. I say if they do that, hey, get in there and thank them and celebrate. Thank you for taking a choice of freedom. Choice of freedom with this, because when it comes to the truckers, it comes to these big businesses out there that I've talked about, when they're trying to mandate vaccines on their employees, saying, no, you get the vaccine or you're fired. That's not American at all. These companies like Hershey, I could go through many of others of them out there. They're doing this. Guys, they are wrong. They are wrong for doing this. And now they're starting to see the line wake up. So I'm just saying, you'll see more and more of this if this continues. So again, I'm not anti-vaccine. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to talk about some other stuff as well. I want to talk about COVID a little bit more on this. All right, so let's look at this. Let's think about this. We're starting to see a downtrend in COVID, right? Well, guess what? If you notice, some of these cities and states that are run by Democrats are backing off of the mandates right now. Some of it is possibly because COVID's going down, but hey, I'm just going to say it. Some of them are probably doing this because they're seeing what's going on with the American people right now and how the polls look on Biden and how the polls look on a lot of Democrats right now for 2022, first of all, and then 2024 we're going to be dealing with. But they're going to say, guess what? We beat COVID. That's what they're going to use next. First, it was scare people with COVID. And COVID's out there. It was bad. Sure, I'll say it. But again, politically is not my thing when it comes to a virus. You don't get in there and jump into it and say, okay, we're going to run this on fear. That's not the way to handle the people of any country. And they're seeing it's not working. But anyway, what I want to do is say, keep this in mind. Because as soon as they say we cured COVID, it's getting out of here. It's It's not going to be completely out of here. We're always going to have it. But they're going to say that because guess what they want? They want more votes. They're going to try to get these sheep out there, I call them. They're going to go, look, they did it. They did it. Yeah, right. They didn't do it. They did not do it at all. Also, a couple other things before I start busting out laughing. There is rumors that Hillary Clinton is going to run again. Hold on. All right, we got Hillary Clinton out there, and then we got Joe Biden right now, who's still in office. That's what you want to run the country, right? Look what's happening with Joe Biden. Hillary Clinton's going may take a third shot at this. Another shot. Hillary, you lost. Quit trying to say you won. You lost. And let's keep an eye on the votes, what happens in 24. Let's see if they try to do things to change the machines and all this stuff. Who knows what could happen. I don't trust a lot of them. I don't trust people on both sides sometimes. But again, guys, I just wanted to laugh over that. That was funny. I heard about it the other day, and that'll be interesting. I hope she actually does run. It'll give me something more to laugh at as we go through this. And I don't know what Trump's doing. I got my ideas like a lot of you. But again, I like the governor in Florida as well. We'll see what he's planning to do. And anyway, look, on COVID, by the way, I believe it was Duke basically said a few days ago, or I think it was 2 days ago, they're saying that schools should not even have mask mandates anymore. They're saying it. So there you go. So it's out there. And again, I myself do not believe in masks right now. I've told you they don't work, especially for the Omicron. They might cut me off for saying this. But again, just go back a few of my podcasts, check them out. You can't cut me off podcast, buddy. And that's where it is. That's the fake book, by the way. They can cut me off that, but my podcast channel is doing far better than that. So otherwise, guys, just go ahead and realize that this is coming to hopefully an end soon. We're starting to see a lot of people turning against this stuff. We're seeing the truck drivers. We're seeing farmers actually out there. It's cowboys in Canada. I talked about that the other night. Good for you guys. I'd rather be out there on a horse riding around. Of course, in below zero weather, no. I used to barrel race. Remember, I used to ride horses and stuff when I was a kid growing up. So, anyway, I just wanted to bring that up with Hillary and everything else. I think it's just funny that she's going to try to run again. It looks like she will be. But I'm not going to make this a long podcast tonight. This is not going to be a really long podcast at all. I just want to give you guys a heads up to keep an eye out on this, to keep an eye out on what's going on with COVID and what they might try to do and say that, hey, they cured COVID now. That was not the case. They did not cure COVID. Trust me. COVID's still going to be out there. It really is. And we'll see. There might be new variants. I see some of the news agencies out there, by the way. I saw one the other day talking about a new variant. I saw one talking about Ebola in, where was it? In Europe somewhere. I also saw one today about some virus that causes your eyes to bleed, and it's somewhere in Europe. But again, news media, news agencies, I should say, are just trying to put fear tactics in everybody. Yeah, if it's out there, it's out there, but it's still not even here. It's not going to spread like wildfire, perhaps. We don't want to. They jump right on it and scare you and go, guess what? And you're going to go, oh my God, I got to hide back in my basement again. No, people. I said this. Any virus, don't go hide in your basement. Learn to live with it, respect it, but don't fear. Don't live in fear. I've said that before. So, otherwise, that's it. Now, we got the Super Bowl tomorrow. Oh, wait. That's because my team didn't win. I had to put that out there. Yes, I'm a Tampa Bay fan because I come from Tampa Bay, but All right, well, whoever wins tomorrow, definitely going to give you applause. Yes. Go Rams. Did I say that? Hey, I have to root for them. I just do. And a lot of people are going to be here rooting against me, I'm sure. So we'll see how that goes. But guys, go to my website, www.just-commonsense.com. Again, www.just and the dash mark commonsense.com. Scroll down, check out my YouTube, go to my podcast channel, share, subscribe. I'm also out there on TikTok, Twitter. I'm out there on Apple. I am out there on Spotify. I am out there on a couple other places. So check it out. It's definitely in my website. Give me an email. I actually had somebody shoot me an email about something the other day, and I'm not going to bring names or anything up, but this individual's in another state, scared to death right now about rates going up because this individual is terrified. And I told this individual basically to go ahead and try to get with your loan officer, to handle your loan. Maybe look at doing a FHA loan, something like that. Check into things like that because she was terrified. And I don't know who this individual is in another whole different state. So anyway, if you're listening, my prayers are with you, definitely with everybody out there. Inflation's going up like crazy. Look, I went in to go get cat food of all things tonight. I couldn't get cat food, and the one I wanted, most of the shelves were empty with cat food. I saw a few little things sitting there, but I can't just switch my cats over because it's not good for them to do that. But anyway, guys, just want to go ahead. Thank our law enforcement as always. Guys, I appreciate everything you do, and you are going to get it. All right, thank you. And I am going to go ahead and thank our military. Thanks for everything you guys do. And I am going to go ahead and thank our truck drivers. We'll give them a loud applause, yes, for what you're doing out there. And again, we're going to go ahead and give our farmers. Appreciate everything you guys do. Appreciate everybody out there. Our first responders, guess what? You get an applause too. Again, thanks for everything you do. Thanks for all the people out there working right now. Again, we still are seeing a lot of signs on doors that are saying we need help. Short-staffed everywhere. We're still seeing it out there, guys. We really are. No matter what this clown says up there in office, and I'll call him a clown because you're sitting there telling, oh, job reports are this and this and this. No, it's because people went back to work. People were stuck at home. They were starting to go back to work. But again, when it comes to a lot of these businesses, such as restaurants, grocery stores, department stores, there's a lot of signs still out there on the door because people don't want to go back to work. There's still a few of them out there. But again, we'll just see how things go. Hey, guys, enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow. And as always, I want to say God bless you. God bless America. And have a fantastic evening. And thanks for listening. And I will be out there more and more and more. You're going to hear a lot more from me. And, guys, go to my email. Give me some emails. Send me some email. I'll try to respond back. I'm not going to get to everybody because I'm getting a lot of email. But I will get some out there, and I will talk with you guys. Now, I've got to go because I'm going to be talking tonight. I get into these chats. I talk about with doctors. I get involved with some doctors and nurses. We talk about what's going on with COVID and many other things out there. I'm also talking with people that are running for Senate, Congress, a variety of things, different states and stuff. So I'll be talking with them this week as well. And I do this every other night. I'm always talking to these people and learning more and more and more. And look, these guys, a lot of them out there are really, truly fighting for the American people. They really are. But they're being silenced from what's going on up there, and it's crazy. It really is crazy right now. Oh, and I did want to bring up, I'm backing off of signing off yet, because we need to talk about Ukraine right now. Why are we sending so many troops down there all of a sudden? We're sending a lot of troops down there. I'm just asking why. Okay? We talked about joining NATO. I don't know. I'm just asking that. I'm curious what you guys think on this, because remember, if they're focused on Russia, keep an eye on China, keep an eye on Taiwan, keep an eye on those chips in Taiwan. I'm just saying, because China will back Russia in a heartbeat. That's just the way they are. We don't need that kind of war going on right now, especially since we saw what happened in Afghanistan, because we don't have a leader that knows how to handle a war the right way. Apparently his generals don't either, some of them. Some of them are good, I'm sure. Guys, again, thanks for listening. You guys have a great night. God bless you. God bless America, and thank you. And I'll be on in another 2 days. Take care.